I posted a rant about how MMA is as fake as traditional martial arts. Well, I figured turnaround is fair play, and now I'm going to talk about how my martial art is fake. I'm primarily a Kendo practitioner, and Kendo bears as much resemblance to a samurai fight as modern fencing does to a rapier duel. On the surface, Kendo looks like a real sword fight. You see two opponents trying to use speed and agility to strike vital targets: the head, the wrists, the abdomen, and the throat. And these strikes were like cuts, which to a teenaged me looked more real than the thrusts and pokes in foil fencing. But this reality is superficial. Anyone who looks at Kendo with a critical eye can see where it falls short of a real sword fight. The shinai looks like a sword, but it doesn't feel like one. It's longer and much lighter than a real katana. And this makes the shinai move much, much faster than a real sword would. In Kendo, there are only 4 legal targets: the head, the throat, the wrists, and the abdomen. But in a real fight, the side of the neck, the armpits, and the insides of the legs are targets that can kill with a single blow. In fact, the neck, with its major blood vessels, is a much better target than the head, which has a natural protection of the skull. The bread and butter attack of Kendo is the small motion strike. Compared with the big motion strike, it is faster and less telegraphed. However, it's also inherently weaker. It's relatively easy to cut a mat with a large motion strike, but it's much, much harder to do so with a small motion strike. As beginners, almost all Kendoka display a reluctance to show their back to their opponents. This makes sense in a real fight, but is considered poor form, poor zanshin in Kendo. Zanshin roughly translates to remaining spirit. The guiding principle of zanshin, as I understand it, is to show complete commitment to the strike. Don't hold anything back. Don't prepare for a counterattack. It's a critical Kendo concept, but it can get you stabbed in the back. So why practice Kendo if it's fake? Everybody has their own answers. Some do it for discipline. Some do it for exercise. Some do it for enlightenment and to attain Zen. For me, I practice Kendo because it's fun to hit somebody with a stick.